Yo, yo, what is up? What is up, beautiful people? Or maybe not so beautiful people. You know, I just think we should keep fish keeping ugly, right? No. No. Beautiful people. I'm getting ahead of myself, I was thinking about a different YouTube channel. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. How's it going? Overtly overstocked Oscars. A couple fish. Moneyless Maven. Rawr. Really? Bare bottom Branton. Okay, let's go. The crew is uniting, assembling. Branton, yo, what is up? Iron Ram Fish Co. Oh my goodness. Salute. We got another Fish Co in here. Brother, come to the streaming room. Other side of the elevators, you hear us? I'm not at the hotel, sadly. I'm not at the hotel. I did not end up there. I should have. Someone had an extra room. But I didn't end up there. I should. Having a not too bad day. Oh, good to hear. Glad to hear you're not having a bad day. It was a good day. I ran home from the event to stop by the fish room, and I was dropping off some stuff. I was picking up things to put in the auction, and goddamn, man, I'm not even ready to talk about what I found, but it was sad. It was soul crushing. What up, Fathom Aquatics? I met Fathom Aquatics in person. Turns out he's kind of a nice guy. But, some of the people there, they had like fancy Fish Fam link, what do you call them, lanyards on. They got the glitter. They were blinged out. Vibes Aquatics, and Fathom and Johnny. They all had these blinged out little lanyards. I kind of felt like a second class citizen. You know what I mean? Like, the Fish Fam squad, man. Branton, you got one? See, this is crazy. The disrespect. Cam said midnight stream. We're not quite at midnight. Come on, we'll be done by midnight. Give me a free fish tank, bro. It's your destiny. Man. Ben, you're going to have to give me more subscribers for me to be able to get you a free fish tank. I'm not going to lie. Listen, I need you. You have like 2 accounts. Like, I need like 3,000 more. Oh my god, guys! I judged fish today. It was crazy. It was a really cool experience, but it was a lot of I felt a lot of pressure, and also had to read, and be in reading. Do not deny your fate. Give me the tank, boy. Bro, really? Did you judge my guppy? No, I judged class 18, which is Fundulopanchex, which is killifish. There were only 4 entries. There were 2 Fundulopanchex Gardner IP80. I think they were both P82s. And then there was a Galaris pair, and then a Fundulopanchex Grinseni. God, I can't even talk. You know what I'm talking about. Grinseni. I'm going to look it up. How do you say this? Anyways, there are 4. Yes, Gresensi. I refuse to try and say it again. Very pretty fish. You lucky dog getting to judge killifish. It was, yes, Chris Diaz was helping me, and then I believe the president of the American Killifish Association was also judging. So I had people to ask, second opinions on, but they were agreeing with me, so I wasn't totally. I was on point. I think Joel at one point he was like, "Oh, very good. You noticed that. Most people don't notice that." I was like, "Yeah, let's go." So I was trying my best. Words are hard. True, very true. Words are hard. Yeah, Clash day number 2 in the can, and I'll be honest, I'm dropping the ball a little bit. Like my energy levels were so low today. Like, there's so much stuff I wanted to do content-wise, like talking to people. Like, for instance, Fathom's like, brother, come to... Like, they're all at the hotel having a good time, hanging out. I should be there. You know what I mean? But just the way that the day worked out, I didn't end up making it. So I do kind of feel bad, but my whole attitude in life is right now, no regrets. No looking back, only forward. So tomorrow, I'll still get to hang out with people and be at the auction all day, and it'll still be a good time. So there'll always be another time to stay at the hotel and chill with my friends. Spelling was never my strong point. Hard to sound out words when you're deaf. Very true, very true. Well, I do want to kind of get into a recap of the day, despite kind of falling behind on some of the things I'd like to capture, like the pictures and stuff. I still managed to get a decent amount of pictures, like vendors and things like that, so we could look at that. Oh, Brian, you won a couple medals. What ones did you get? See, because I missed the award ceremony and stuff. I wanted to go back home to take some of the stuff I bought home, and then I wanted to get some stuff for the auction. A plant and a guppy. Very exciting. Very exciting. I need to see if they posted photos of the winners. But yeah, my whole day staying there, like, I got messed up. But redemption tomorrow. Because I originally wasn't gonna put anything in the auction, but like, I don't know. I wanted to. Double congrats. Yes, 2 awards to Brand. Congratulations. I want to look at the Aquascape competition entries. I did get my own photo of each tank. I think it's decent enough that we can evaluate. We can inspect, see what we would have chosen as a stream as the winner, I suppose. Tell us all. Yes, I'll tell you all. It's a lot of talking at these events, man. You're always meeting people, and everyone likes fish. So the conversation goes from like a hello to like just the most niche, detailed conversations about whatever species people are into standing around. Like, I got talking to Chad, and he started talking about, Zophosaurus and swordtails and things like that, and people started talking about fishing and catching fish with bread and corn, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Vibes is live right now. Lots of talking. See, there you go. So someone is at least live from there. Wait. Let me pull up Vibe stream. Let me see. Let's see what's going on. Hold up. Let me get it started. In the incognito. Where's my incognito page? I'll tell you. I did manage to find some stuff to buy today. I know you're worried that maybe I would fail to do so, but I came in last second. I found something. So I'll get into that a little bit. That's one of the reasons I wanted to just get it home, because I was kind of excited about it. You're going incognito? Yeah. Vibes Aquatics. Okay. I want to see this live. Yeah, right. Let's go.
Oh, let's
go.
Gene, Larry.
John, look at this panel, man.
There's no one here that I figure.
Okay, we gotta hop in.
Larry D, why aren't you here? I came to your event and you're not here.
Hold up.
Is Jeff in there?
What
up, Jeff?
Boots.
Okay.
Jake, I see you too. Why aren't you here, baby?
No. I'm not at the everyone just subscriber only mode. I can't even chat. I'm incognito, man.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
Shout out to Vibes Aquatics and all the people in the chat over there. That looks like a good time. The streaming room, man. It's a cool place. It's kind of like in the middle. Like, you have to go out from the event area and then like down the hallway and then down another hallway, and it's called like the brandy wine section or something. And then Scotty's got to like get the key card, and the eye scanner comes out and then lets you in the room. It's a pretty sick operation. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine being right off camera. And chat can't see you. That's so funny. If Fathom's there, but chat can't see him. Oh man. I got vibes on the big screen. I got a huge carp with a kernel of sweet corn. That's hilarious. One of the people, I think it was Johnny. He's from Alaska. So maybe do people in Alaska just do a lot of fishing? I think Chad said he was doing ice fishing in Minnesota. I don't know. Listen, I'm not an angler. I'm a fish keeper. and a new one at that. You couldn't follow the conversation? Man. Conversations are hard to follow. When in doubt, just zone out, smile, nod, make eye contact with a few people while doing those last two things I said. That's basically my go-to every time I'm lost in a conversation. But okay. We got to get into things here a little bit. We got to get into things. So, Where do you guys want to start? You want to start with vendor room stuff? You want a lot of people talking at once, can't follow. Sometimes the panels are, bro. You gotta be ready for the chaos. Okay. Do you want to start at? Let's see. We can do the aquascaping competition. We can do some vendor stuff, some purchase stuff. We can look at the auction preview. We can check out Florina, Florina's channel. I put in the description of Florina reaction stream because some people were talking in Discord about Salient apparently is mad about the family values in fish keeping being degraded or something. So I thought that was funny. Aquascaping contest, of course. You guys want to aquascape? Okay, we're getting to the aquascaping comp. He's just jealous, man. Anyone can look like Florina, man. Just get in the gym, man. Let's get the squats going. Come on. You can put your cabinet coupon code for the Amazon Associates link in the description too. You just gotta get the aesthetic up. No woman around the children. No woman around the children. That's hilarious. Okay. I'm gonna hop in the lounge too. I think I'm gonna hop in the lounge. It's a little bit risky, but just in case, I think I'm gonna do it. All right, so I really can't believe people still care about Florina. I didn't think that people were gonna talk about Florina again, bro. Honestly, I mean, I guess it's just one person as far as I know, but I don't know. She's apparently making cash that he's not. What M's the word, peeps? I think what is the word? The word is, well, aquascaping. Shit. Let me get a tank on the screen. Hold up. We got the incognito like I'm about to do some degenerate activity or something. We're just about to look at fish tanks. Calm down. Okay. I didn't know who she was. Come on, bro. Come on. How do you not know who Florina is, man? She's got the most famous ass in fish keeping. Come on. Florina is dope, in my opinion. I mean, she's just sharing her aquarium experience. Come on, man. Look, we all do clickbait thumbnails. If I could get thumbnails from clickbait from being hot in my thumbnails, I would do it immediately. Come on. There's no shame in the content game. You gotta work with what you got. All right, let me make myself smaller here so we can see the tank a little bit better. Or do I make the tank so it's not full screen? No. Let's be reasonable. Okay, there's the tank. You're a good-looking guy. Use it. Here I am on live stream. Here I am. I refuse to put myself in the thumbnail, though. I refuse. It's about the fish. I'm just such a principled person. That's why. What am I looking at here? This is okay. So this is one of the entries for the Keystone Clash Aquascaping competition. And I figured we just kind of go through them, and we do a lot of judging of things on here. We like to look at tanks, like to talk about the way we think about them. So I figured I'd just show you guys a picture. I took these pictures of the tanks. It's the least I could do, literally. I barely got anything else done today. They all have water. Yep, they all have water in them. So this is them in their final form. Kind of got an interesting looking filter on all of them, by the way, too. Is that like, I think it's Oase or whatever. Here's the top of it a little bit. Not that it is relevant to what we're looking at. But we do have our resident aquascaping expert, a couple of fish in the chat. So let's see. Let me make sure the live chat is on because I'm gonna be missing stuff if I don't. Thing is, she knows that the hive is comprised mostly of men who do not care what you talk about. They look cool to her for making it work for her. I mean, I guess I don't watch Florina myself, so I don't know. I guess I just don't. I don't know. I don't know anyone that actually watches her videos, so I just feel like the people that keep fish that I know watch videos about fish. So I feel like if you're getting that distracted, then I don't know. There's better content out there, man. There's better. Okay, let's see. Man, I only know who she was because Jorge and Aquafuck were talking about her on the one stream. Otherwise, I never would have known until this point. Oh my goodness. Okay. What do you guys think of this take? This is we'll just call it entry number 1. Overtly overstocked Oscar says still don't know her. Man, you will soon. Why are you downplaying the Florina? What do you mean? Same, that's how I found out about her. Yep. What do you mean downplay? Like her fish keeping abilities? I haven't watched a full one of her videos, so I guess I can't really say. Well, if Brandon doesn't like her, then she might be great. I don't know. See, I put the tank. This is why it's such a great topic. You know, we got the aquascaping tank here, but man, what about that Florina? Come on. We could do a whole hour stream on this. No, 2 hours on this. I'll pull. Yo, I will say though, on this tank, I like it. I feel like it don't get me excited, but I like it. I was reminded of one thing that one of the aquascaping guys said, and he was like, I think he did like how many tanks that ended up in the top whatever had like mostly wood or mostly stone or a mix, and it seemed like committing to one was more successful. You know what I mean? Bear Bottom Brenton said, let's critique them like we do the take submissions. Okay. You know, I actually have the criteria saved. So the problem is that it's going to be hard with goal completion. Okay. But you guys want to do it the whole way? Okay. I'm going to need some help, though. Everyone's talking about her, just keeps her relevant. They're doing the job for her. I ain't shit. She's getting the views. I can't hate. Florina, if you see this, you're my favorite channel. Let's do an interview. Come on. Bring the whole crew. I want all of your empty tanks right before you film. I see she does like clean and refills and new CO2 canister with the Higer affiliate code, and then like, man, she's on the grind. Let's go. Okay, we got our criteria up. I'm clearing it. We'll call this just entry number 1. They had actual numbers, but I kind of forget what they are. No, she does do fish stuff. Technically. Some people, like, honestly, we'll look at some point in the stream. We'll do it. We'll do the Florina reaction. We'll do it. We'll go see if we'll get to the bottom of if she's actually a fish keeper. We'll do the full investigation. Okay. What do we think of the aesthetic of this tank, though? Seriously. On a serious note. Okay. I just feel like the criteria we're going to have to change because plant health, all the plants were just put in. You know what I mean? So like I just feel like there's no point in judging that. Goal completion is like it's a competition. And the picture quality, like I took the picture. So I feel like we just gotta rate the tanks out of 42. Let's give aesthetic 0 out of 32, and then give stocking 10, because they do have fish in them. All right. So we'll still end up with our 42. Let's see. Make sure my thing's on the right settings. She's a fish person who shows off her personal assets. There's washing a car, and then there's washing a car. Yeah, man. Hey, look. You know, complaints from me. Shit. I was saying earlier, I was like, let the fish keeping hobby be associated with more hot people. Listen, I can't complain. They think it's a bunch of basement dwellers. Throw out more Florinas out there. They can be the face of things. I don't mind. I don't mind the association at all. Maybe it'll encourage me to, like, I don't know, stretch or something every now and then. Brandon said I can't be the only hot male fish keeper. I need backup. I asked ChatGPT to make an image of the average fish keeping hobbyist. And I have to be honest, it was scarily accurate. I thought it was Fathom Aquatics at first. Oh, man. Here, I got the image right here. Hold up. What do you guys think? ChatGPT says this is the average. This is the average fish keeping. This is the average fish keeper, according to ChatGPT. If you add the average fish keeping hobbyist, then the shirt turns green. That's basically the main difference. Okay, but I mean, you guys think this is accurate, or like I felt like I met like 10 of these guys in the last 48 hours. Nope. Pretty spot on, Breton said. Okay. Then I asked ChatGPT, what's the average fish keeping hobby YouTuber? Smart person said not bad. Average looking guy. I feel like now when you add the YouTuber part, not much change. He just kind of gets more energetic. This kind of gets a bit more energetic. So then I was curious. I was like, okay, but show me what the average fish keeping hobbyist looks like. So not like YouTuber. And I felt like, again, it was like not bad. The shirt is still green. So this is the average fish keeping hobbyist. You know, not YouTuber. Everyone seems to think these are pretty accurate so far. So, you know, look, we can break up the mold. A guy, huh? Well, you know, it's funny you say that, Oscars. I felt the women were left out, so, you know, I wanted to make a woman-focused prompt. To be fair, I accept these all white guys. AI do be like that. No, I wanted to make a woman-focused prompt, okay? Because I didn't want to leave the woman out, you know? All about equality in the fish keeping hobby. So I asked ChatGPT, what do you think the ideal partner, the ideal girlfriend, dream girl, okay? What's the dream girl for a male fish keeping hobbyist? Okay. You know, this is a totally female-centric prompt. But look, I just feel like, most think I'm a guy. That's why my punk card is perfect. Tell me, hey, Florina. No, so first ask for a text description. Okay, the ideal partner for a male fish keeping hobbyist. Okay, she's someone who naturally blends into the aquarium lifestyle, supportive, curious, and a little quirky in her own right. She's got a bright, approachable smile, long hair tied back so it doesn't fall into the tanks, and wears casual but practical clothing like jeans and a soft t-shirt or a comfy sweater. Her personality is patient and thoughtful, the kind of person who doesn't complain when the living room has more tanks than furniture, who happily joins in at fish auctions. Bro, this is... and who actually remembers which fish are spawning. She's caring and nurturing, but also independent. Maybe into houseplants, crafts, or biology. She has her own passions while still sharing his. She's quick to laugh when a Corridors does something silly, not afraid to stick her hand in the tank to rescue a shrimp, and finds joy in the little things, like seeing baby fry for the first time. She balances the hobby with encouragement and fun, making it feel less like an obsession and more like a shared adventure. Oh man, do you want to throw up right now? OMG, the complaint part is wrong. Yeah, this is like, I'll be honest. Because my thing was, well, if Florina is wrong, like I wanted to create a girl, like a salient aquatic psyop. Like I wanted the perfect girl for him, to come and do the YouTube videos. So I asked ChatGPT to take this description and generate an image, that might show. I said, generate an image that shows ideal girlfriend for the average fish keeping hobbyist. Okay. So I was like trying to, will salient like this chick a bit more. So this is what ChatGPT gave me, and I was pretty upset. Okay, like I don't think this is gonna cut it. Green shirt, just like the other hobbyists, so good there. Gotta have a green shirt. And look, the casual but practical clothing with the t-shirt and jeans is there, but it's missing the details. Brandon said not bad. No, Brandon, this is bad. First of all, what kind of stocking situation are we dealing with here? I mean, this is a disaster. What is this? What is this? Oh, see, Brayton, her hair isn't tied up. Her hair is not tied up. It's gonna get exactly. We should hook those two up. No, bro, she don't know what she's doing. Like, look at this is stocked horrendously. This is not someone that's ready to put their hand in the tank, okay, and save a shrimp. She's bad. No, bro. Listen, it's not just about looks. We got to think about the family values, the personality, the practicality. She looks like she could complain about the fish auction. We can't have that. Okay, she's supposed to be supportive. All right. So I went back and I asked ChatGPT, I need you to generate an image that's like the description that you wrote. And guys, I think exactly. The hair tie is a big issue. That's why when it generated an image based on the description, now we are cooking. Okay? Here we go. This is it. The perfect girlfriend for the average fish keeping hobbyist. Notice that her tatas are tastefully covered up by the practical yet casual t-shirt. Her hair is tied behind her head, so we'll get wet in the fish tank. And we even see some like muscle tone here. So if you need to move like a 125 and up, I think we can rely on this chick. I mean, her shirt's like tucked into her jeans. Like, this is someone that's ready to work, okay, and support. AI blew it. And there are no. And listen, this is the most important part. You look behind her, check out the stocking on the tank. Maven said, did you really say tatas? Listen, you're not focusing on the right thing. Look, this tank is properly stocked with a classic Aquascape fish, Neon Tetras. Okay, we're here to talk about an aquascaping competition actually. And this is a great warm up because we see she's got the big leaves in the front and the fine leaves in the back. I'm just being, you gotta be a little bit creative with the vocabulary sometimes, okay? I'm trying to keep it family friendly, You gotta make up some words. Babysit. Listen, we can't be corrupting the fish content, so I'm trying to make sure that this is a family friendly stream. I know you guys want me to say all these crass words like no, the BOOB word. No, I can't say that. I can't say that. I mean, even breasts. Oh, that was so hard for me to say. I'm sorry. Listen, I mean, even curse words. Who wants to hear that on a Fish Kiwi stream? You know what I mean? Boobs are not crass. I don't know. I kind of feel like we want you to stop rubbing your mic. Wait, am I rubbing my mic? Is that you? Wait, pause. I guess I am kind of moving around. All right. Well. All right. Enough of this. Boobs are. Yeah. No. Enough. Say it a few times. I'm just joshing you. Okay, let's get to the aquascaping competition. Hey. You guys behave in the chat. I'm gonna have to actually get some moderators or something. All right. Okay. My son can't drive if I say boobs. What? Brian said I'm more of an ass man. I couldn't get ChatGPT to... What's up, George? How's it going? You came just in time. The judging criteria, I figured we just rate them out of 42, basically. And so aesthetic will just be like how it looks, and then we'll give 10 points to just stocking. Depends on the direction the person is walking. Maven said, don't knock a good pair of Hooters. My best redneck voice. Listen, I'm here for it. Okay. So, aesthetic-wise, my thing about a lot of these tanks, and I'm not sure what the rules were, but a lot of them didn't have backgrounds. I think that's really throwing me off. So that's the first thing I want to start out with. I think we're going to have to... I don't know if it's as distracting, but I think we should probably, like, not weight the background too much, because for whatever reason, a lot of them didn't have backgrounds. For me, it's really distracts. I think some of the tanks would look a lot better with the background. Maven said, yeah, I need a background and more green. Yeah. Especially since they all have the hang-on back filters, and it's just like a big black rectangle, but no background, and the rest of it. Bob said, agree, no background. Yeah, so I think we're all going to be taken out by the no background, but like a lot of them, for whatever reason, don't have one, so maybe we not be too mean about it. I don't like the tall, light-colored stone with the bad haircut. I mean, I like putting the Anubias up high instead of like a moss or something is kind of fun. Could have provided the scapers with some backgrounds to tape on. Well, that's the thing. There is a couple of tanks that did have backgrounds. So I don't know if that was an option for everyone. If there's like a limited amount of background, I have no idea. The stone is too close to the sand color, yucky. Okay, that's an interesting point. You don't like that the rock is too close to the color of the sand. I think the overall layout, I like the direction. I like the wood and stuff. I think if they committed to just the wood, maybe it would look better. This is Steve's tank, right? I actually don't know whose tank this is. I really like the wood. I think without the rock there, the tank would look better. It's better than my tanks. Well, it's better than all my tanks too. So let me just preface, all the tanks that we're going to look at are going to be better than any of my tanks. So this is like a bum judging a mansion. Hate what you did with the molding. Meanwhile, I'm living in a shed. Actually, a shed kind of... we drove past some sheds, and they looked awesome. There was a shed, it was like 2 stories high, very modern looking, like it looked like a mini house. And I was like, bro, I would love to just have my room be a shed, and like I do my work in the house in the fish room, but then when I actually go to sleep, I like go outside and walk to my room, which is a shed, a 2-story shed that's modern looking, and very cool. What's up, Johnny Best? How is it going? I don't like the Nubius in the middle with roots sloping all in one direction. The roots could have been in the back. Oh, that's a good point on the roots. Kind of just hanging there. Like maybe they're trying to do a root effect, but I don't think the Anubius roots are pulling it off 100%. What's up, Auntie K? Yeah, I see what you're saying with the roots. I like how they planted the grass here is really nice. Like you got the small grass here and then the bigger piece of grass. You give 20 points. Is that to the aesthetic alone or just in total? Because we got aesthetic and then we got stocking. Aesthetic's 32 points and stocking is out of 10. What is this plant in the back here? Actually don't know. I'm trying to see. Oh, I think that's is that wisteria? Yeah, there is stocking. There's fish in here. Here's some fish. 20 to aesthetic from Bob. Man, you guys are starting low. I thought you guys start higher. A 20 seems to be the. Yeah, it looks like wisteria. A couple fish says. What do you think about the aesthetic? Let me zoom out again. One more time. I know the fish are hard to see. 22 Maven says. The Ampa Tetra. You saying 30 overall, Bob, or you saying 30 to the aesthetic? One for sticking. Man, 20 for the aesthetic is so harsh, though, I feel. A 1 for stocking because you can't see him? I mean, is that my photo fault? I mean, I guess technically, like, that would be the fault of the photo because we couldn't sit there and get the perfect picture where all the fish are in one spot. Oh, saying same 30 to... Okay. Yeah, what are these tetras called again? I'm totally blanking. I feel like I'm not seeing them. Stocking is the biggest problem with this tank, not enough. Yeah, I wish I should have looked to see like what their limits on fish were. Monk tetras. You might be no. They got a red line across them, but that was a good guess. Just not doing it to you. 5 for stocking, Johnny says. I just can't tell how much the stocking is their fault, but I guess we can only judge what is here. I can't really see it. The fish are lost. And not having a background really, I think, is going to be a big thing with that, right? I do think that the fish are like, I don't know. We can only judge what we see. Go judge what we see. I really like, I really like the wood. I do think the rock takes me out of it a bit for some reason, even though like where it's placed and the rock itself I really like. Maybe it is just the sand being the sand. I don't know what it is. I like how they planted the grass. I like how they planted these bushes and stuff. Feel like they could have like evened out, maybe also like they evened out the substrate in the front or something like that. Like maybe something there could have helped somewhere along the way. It's not like it's just like a small thing. Like I feel like it just adds to kind of, for some reason, the waviness of the front connects to the roots up top. Let's just say Steve. I don't know whose it was. Mel, yeah, Beer Bomb Brian, we got a winner in the chat. I don't know. I like the rock and the colors better. It says okay. I do like, that's what I'm saying. I like the rock. Something about it, like I think it would look better without it, but then maybe I'm wrong. It definitely wouldn't look better without it in a world where there isn't a background. So I think that's another thing. Yeah. Okay, let's say aesthetic. I'm gonna kind of like round up. The texture of the rock sucks. It's weird. Brandon has show guppies. I want to see. If he sends me photos of them, I'll post them. We'll do 25 on the aesthetic. I'm going a bit higher than some of you guys. And then on the stocking, let's go. You guys want to do 5 or 6? Ani K. Taro said, The Rock is interesting. Okay, see, The Rock defenders, you needed to speak up sooner. The Rock needed you. I mean, I'm going with my rating, but, like, I can be influenced, you know? Especially if the perfect fish-keeping girlfriend shows up and tells me. Johnny Best says 5. This one's super cool. Almost makes up for it, though, Brian. Halloween's the only time I like orange. Okay. Brian, I should have entered this unicorn. Brian, side note that, oh, you guys are talking about guppies. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? No. I cannot smell what The Rock is cooking. All right, so I'm giving the stocking a 5, and that's because of Johnny. Johnny Best has completely influenced this rating, and this is getting a 30 out of 42. Okay, so Bob, you called it inadvertently. 30 out of 42. Wow, you guys are brutal tonight, but I get it. Attention to detail. Ani K said, whose tank is this? I'll be honest, I do not know. I don't know who any of the tanks are, which probably for the best, because I do know people that entered. So, you know, it would probably affect my judgment. Right? I mean, they've already been officially judged, so our collective judgment is meaningless at this point. It's all just speculative. It's an exercise, it's a practice. Brandon said it's Steve's. Okay. Brandon apparently knows. I'd be proud to have this on my desk. I think it's really pretty. I think if it had a background, a lot of things people wouldn't complain about. That's what I think. Brandon sent me a YouTube link for the copy. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Let me pull up the next tanks real quick. Or tank, I guess. No, I don't guess. I know. It's one tank. JPEG. If I had the same exact stuff to escape a tank, I could do better. Oh, okay. Okay, we got the Aquascaping king over here. Or queen over here. So, well, I guess I should say the Aquascaping maven. That's what I should say. I just completely rearranged the escape on one of my tanks that's been set up for a year. I hope it didn't destroy it. Well, when the dust settles, you'll find out. Okay, what tank do I think would be interesting for us to do next? One where I didn't hold the camera crooked. I'm holding the camera crazy on some of these. I'm not going to lie. All right, let's do this one. Woo! Whoa, Maven, says Bob. Okay. Here we go. This is tank number 2. Okay. Nope, that's not Steve's. I'm mistaken. This is why we should never listen to Brandon. He's always wrong. Always. All right, making myself small again. Okay. This is tank number 2. That's right, 2. Wait, say that again. 2. Tank number 2. Jessica's like talking half asleep. The shadow in the background of this tank. What? The shadow of the background of this tank is giving it an advantage because it's almost like it has a background, you know. Neon Tetris and subdued lighting. I'm feeling some type of way, Bob. Oh man. Yeah, I do think that the stocking is going to be, I mean, this is a classic aquascaping fish. So we got the cardinal tetras here. That's going to get some people happy off the start. Oh, you said neon tetras. Wrong. I'm pretty sure these are cardinals. Easy mistake for a noob. Yeah, no, I'm joking. I like the rocks. I like how they're placed. I'm a big rock fan. I like the grass interspersed throughout. I like this crypt. There's a lot. There's a lot I like about this. There is. I like the little pebbles that are kind of added. I do think that this transition from pebbles to sand is maybe feels a little sudden, but I like over here. There's kind of more pebbles and stuff. Bear Bob Brad said that sword isn't submerged growth -5 points. I mean, they were all planting plants that they were given like right then. The plants are all gonna be immersed growth. Come on, they're all like opening tissue cultures, just putting them in the tank, and then it's getting judged. I mean, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I really like the substrate use here. How they put the pebbles. I guess why am I saying pebbles? The little gravel. The immersed swords. What else is there really to say? I mean, that's one thing I like about this one. It's pretty simple, as in like there's only a few ingredients, but it's well arranged, and the cardinals are doing their thing. You can see them. I do think there's a bit of an unfair advantage just because the background on this wall is like a lot less lit, so I think it's making it look better. And if it had a bright background, I think it would look not as good. Other than that, I love this tank. Yeah, I really like this one. Okay, aesthetic. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? I'm feeling. Do we go into the 30s? Do we do 29? Stocking. Is stocking a 10 out of 10? Is it a 9? Because we haven't seen enough. Stocking 10. Aesthetic 30. 29 on the. Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm scared to go too high off the bat. Okay, 28. Yeah. Let's do. Oh, man. I should have done 20 on that last one. Oh, seeing. The path is not going in the right direction. Wait, what direction should the path go? Like, is it coming too straight towards us? I'm thinking 28 on aesthetic. And should the stocking be straight 10 out of 10? Like, are cardinals really just the absolute epitome of Aquascape stocking? Should be angled? Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe some more plants in the path would highlight. It's a bit hidden. Yeah, I mean, I guess it honestly didn't even come across as a path to me, really. So, and that might partially be because it's not too angled. My picture is a little bit at an angle, but not that, like, it's not that much. I think it is too straight, probably. But come on, look at this section over here. Come on, look at that. I love the grass inside the rocks. It is cool. Like to shade the path. I like that. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's like a nice little desert, going through the desert valley feel. So yeah, let's do 28 out of 32, and I guess stocking 10 out of 10 because you guys love cardinal textures. Just love them, apparently. So that's going to bring us to a total of... Man, I love the math tonight. I could do this math all day. Yeah, this is 38. Stocking, I give it a 2. I can see the fish. Okay, it's out of 10. We can't just give things 2 out of 10 just because you can see the fish. I don't think the stocking's going to get much better than this, honestly. So probably is a 10. I don't know how limited they were. They probably were pretty limited in stocking choices. Okay, let's see. Not an Oscar, no 10. Yeah, an Oscar. Okay, this next one is just the one that's next. I have a look. I have a feeling some people are not gonna like this one. I'm just gonna say it, just based off the comments so far. Okay. And to anyone that entered these tanks, This is just everyone's opinion. You're doing much better tanks than most of us could. Definitely me. But based on the opinions on the straight path thing, I have a feeling that you said nope, that's my take. I may be partial. This is your take? With the straight path in the middle? There's no way. Because I was just talking about you. You said no. Oh, just your tank with the Oscars in it? Okay. How much time was there for the sand to clear up? I'm joking. Okay. You got me. Let's see. I think they set up the tanks yesterday. I think they set up the tanks yesterday. But yeah, this one was noticeably like cloudier. Also interesting. Some people did this. They chose to do the hang on back on the side. Now I have a feeling it actually was probably more of a they had to because the rocks were in the way, maybe, of the hang on back, so they had to put it on the side. What's up, George? How's it going? Yeah, but they put the hang on back on the side, which, I mean, again, they don't have backgrounds on all these tanks, so, and they're using the hang on back, so it's going to be hard for them to hide it regardless. This tank looks too orderly. Did they need a HOB? I think they all had to have the HOB. I think it was probably the sponsor or something like that. Hey, yo, Big Steve in the chat. What's up, Big Steve? How's it poppin'? Big Steve gave me some incredible baby red lizard whiptails. I put them in a tank at home. They're so fucking cute. I really appreciate you, man. I'm gonna still bid up your lots tomorrow. I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm coming for those. I'm gonna have an army. People's Choice winner is in the chat? Wait, what? Really? You won the People's Choice? Okay. Wait, Steve, you gotta tell us when we get to your tank. Cause I missed like whose tank was whose. So you're gonna have to tell me. You act shocked? I'm not shocked, Steve. I am not shocked. I just didn't know. I came into this blind. I don't know who everyone's tanks are. 14, number 14 is yours? Okay. No, 11. Oh my god, bro. He doesn't even know which tank is his. Can we trust anything he says? You said the plants look weird. This is that, I know what plant. This is the golden Nessia or something like that plant. Am I wrong? It's 11? Okay. We can see the number here. This is 5. I will say, I like what they did in the front with the rotala and the rocks, like between the rotala. Oh, these are the ones you think look weird? I think they would look good if these rocks weren't directly behind them. Like if there's space behind them where the scene could live. But like they blocked off the view, like all the space between these and then the rocks behind. Like we can't see any of that space. We lose all of that dimension because they put these rocks directly behind them. And I think they wouldn't feel too close to the glass. Just skip all these and go to the best? Steve, bro, this is crazy. You win one competition, now everything's about you, huh? I mean, listen, I can't complain. It couldn't have happened to a better person. Well, actually, let me take that back. There's probably a better person than you, Steve, right? Somewhere. That path in the middle, I absolutely do not like. Yeah, I knew you guys wouldn't like the path. I really like how they've placed the plants in the front. I think it wouldn't look too close to the glass if it had space behind the plants. Because then it would give it, a bit more like, oh, I can see past the plants. There's some space. But I think without that, it does feel crowded. Aesthetic 5, stocking 0. Wait, is there fish in here? There's a lot of places for the fish to not be seen. I'm not seeing a single fish, though. Yeah. I mean, if there's no fish, the stocking is automatically 0, right? We can't see them. A 5? That's sponge. Come on. No, I think there's legitimate skill going on here, but I think because they went so big with the rocks, the mistakes were big. You know what I mean? Like, I think these rocks here are the biggest thing. I like how the background rocks look, but it feels too crowded because there's no open space anywhere. You know, it's just straight plants, rocks, and then more rocks. Fishcapade said there's a single auto in there. Is that true? Is this like find the auto? I don't believe you. The sand is too thick on the front panel, you think? I could see that. I could see that. Where's Waldo? All right, what do you guys think for aesthetic? We're not seeing any fish or stocking 0. What do you think for aesthetic? I don't think it's as low as aesthetic 18. I could see 18. I can see 18. A18. Steve, you can't talk shit in the chat just because you won. All right, we're doing 18. I kind of agree with that. That's around where I'm at. Okay, so we got a total 18. Just because there's no fish, or maybe there's a single shrimp. Yeah, just because there's no fish. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, I'm not picking. Well, I don't know which one Steve's are, but I'm not gonna just pick Steve's tank. Okay. I'm not gonna just pick Steve's tank. You're being generous. Steve said that's exactly why I could talk shit. Well, look, I have much uglier takes than that, so maybe that's the perspective that I'm going off of. Okay. Now Steve said that his tank was 14. Now the next picture I pulled up happens to be 14. Apparently, it's not actually Steve's. But guess what, Steve? This is what you get for lying to us. This is number 14. Take it in. Take a moment. Don't rush to judgment. Brandon said that's Whips. Well, you've been wrong about the whose tank is whose already, so can we trust you? I don't know. I don't think that we can. One thing is standing out about this tank. I do like the wood. Anytime something's directional, like going left to right, I'm a fan. And it looks like it is going. Is that touching the back corner? It's kind of hard to tell, but it does look like maybe it's going backwards, which would be good. A couple fish said pet peeve when they don't spread the stems out and just plant a bunch at a time. I was gonna say the one thing that stood out to me is that they did like a bunch of one plant, and you do kind of get that like did they plant this with the weight still wrapped around the bunch kind of feeling? Like it does. I mean, look, they didn't have time to actually plant them and let them do whatever, but it definitely looks like you just planted a bunch of new plants for sure. Another single shrimp. Brian said I actually really like this tank. What's up, 3G? Oscars, you're quick with the judgment. You said A25 S0. A couple fish said exactly. Yep. The rocks and plants are simple but great together. I do like this is well executed simplicity. I especially like the rocks built into the side here. This is pleasing to my eyes. And I like this rock placement here quite a bit. This one here, I almost like. I feel like there's something about it that's like slightly. Maybe it's just this left corner is coming too far forward. Maybe it was turned, inwards towards the back a bit more. This rock I kind of didn't notice at first, so I feel like maybe this one. I don't know how I feel about it, but I really like this. I like the wood. I plant in bunches. Sometimes it makes it look full faster. I mean, it's all, taste. Considering he isn't a planted tank guy, I think it looks really good. I mean, overall, my impression of the tank is that it looks really nice. What is the plant? That is a couple of fish question. If I had to guess, I would guess that it's a couple of fish question. That's right. I like the colors. The colors are really nice. I think it all, contrasts well. I like that it's like a red rock here, a red rock here, like he interspersed it with the white rocks, the white sand. And then, the rocks kind of match these plants back here a little bit, but then you get the green. And he's the first one to do the best job at making it so we don't notice that there's no background as much. Like he hides the hang on back a little bit more. We're not seeing the intake. We're not, and the sand level is good in the front. It's not too wonky. That's not too distracting. And I guess there actually are fish. I just saw the fish. Here we go. Are these like super small cherry barbs? Or am I crazy? That's kind of what it looks like. Altertherna Reneki? Why am I using this? Said very impressive. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Okay, 1 for Stocky. Bro, you get the Stocky no credit just because there's no Oscars. Immersed growth? Okay, because that was going to be my guess, but I was scared because, I never seen it look like that. But the immersed growth thing makes sense. Looks different in that thing. Okay. And then, am I wrong about these being cherry barbs? No Ben tonight? No, Ben was here. He said my destiny is to give him a free fish tank. I mean, I kind of was hoping that eventually my life would amount to a little bit more than that, but at least I have a purpose, Ben has come and gone already. Yeah, man. Okay. So, yeah, I would say for aesthetic, this is pretty aesthetical to me. I'm feeling around 28. What do you guys think? Is that too high? Is that too low? I'm thinking around 28 for aesthetic. Maybe 27. Because I guess we gave the last one, what was it, 28, 29? Yeah, thank you, couple fish for the plant ID. I'm conflicted. I can't get the same as the Glorious Cardinal tank. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it is a little too high. You get to 11 yet? No. This is only our 3rd tank, I think. Spell check me again. And then that happens. Okay. Let's do 25? 25 too? And then, since we're not doing what they usually do in aquascaping, where you wait around to take a photo where the fish all look perfect, let's just imagine the fish are in the perfect position, and just imagine that the fish is there. What do we think about the stocking? I think these are cherry barbs. I'm pretty sure, just like small ones. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I think the stocking isn't bad. No red fish. You don't think it would help? I'm gonna give the stocking a 6. Because I think cherry barbs full grown would be a little big for the scale for this. You know what I mean? I can imagine a unicorn. Bob says 8 needs more fish. Okay, no one seems to disagree with my 25 on the aesthetic, so... Oh man, this is hard. 25 plus 6. Okay, so 31 in total for this tank. Okay, and Steve, all he cares about is if we look at his tank. I'm just going in order of what I took the photos of the tanks of. That is what's determining the order. Okay? That's it. It's totally random. I just skip ahead every time I get to Steve's tank. That's the only thing that I do. But besides that, it's totally random. I can see that plant in my tanks. Well, apparently it's immersed, so you'd only see it out your tanks. I hate to break it to you. All right, here we go. Number 13 is the one that I took a photo of next. Feast your eyes on this beauty. Another wonderful tank submission. Number 13. And this is a little bit different than some of the ones we've looked at so far. I don't think... Has anyone used this stone yet so far? I think this is the first time we've seen this combination. Is it behind the tank? Is what behind the tank? So is this from a real competition beyond us just being judgy? Yeah, this is from the Keystone Clash aquascaping competition. They already picked the winner earlier today. I like this one. I can see the fish. Does have a classic fish in there, the Harlequin Rasbora. I do think they look nice. Maybe a bit of a small tank. The last tank, the plant in or out? No, the plant is in. It's just that was the immersed form of it, since they just planted like new plants that they just like opened. That was what I was saying. You would see it look like that if it was out of your tank, because it's immersed form. What Oscar's already saying A29 and stocking 5. You only get the Harlequins 5? Come on, man. I think they look really nice. Like, again, really need some backgrounds, but I'm pretty sure that tank took second, Steve said. Better said I approved this one. Okay, everyone really likes this tank. The left to right thing, that's all you gotta do, right? It looks different after it's converted, Oscar says. Yes. Yes. That is what a couple fish said, and I agree. Mindless Maven says aesthetic 31, stocking 8. Oh my goodness, that's the highest suggestion we've gotten so far. Seen a lot of 29s. I think that it's a little bit like too left or right for me, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. And again, I think not having a background doesn't help, but if you're not gonna have a background, you know, it is what it is. Like, it just feels like this right side, it's got not a lot going for it. Like, the wood doesn't extend all the way. And then I'm just kind of like lost. And then also, I don't know how I feel about this plant medley in the left, personally. To me, this middle section looks great. Looks pretty great. To me, this left section kind of looks chaotic. A couple of fish says this could easily be 29 to 30 when it grows in. What do you think it is now, though? Bob said it looks like exactly what the plant salad. Yeah, because I think this stone is doing a lot of, like, this stone is really nicely placed. The light's hitting it, and it's right in the spot where your eyes go right to it. And the area around this stone looks awesome. You got these Rotala or whatever there. And, you know, you don't really notice that this is kind of like, you know, kind of sparse. A little sparse here and a little shadowy. Because this is just taking up all the attention. But if I do look over here, there's nothing for me to look at. You know, I just keep coming back to the stone, which is nice, but, like, I can't really explore around the tank too. Like, as soon as I look anywhere else, I'm kind of like, let me go back to the stone. Anike said these 3 stone placements are the most natural looking at. Yeah. The variety of plants is good, Oscar says. I like how the stick in the foreground flows with the stones. Yeah, I think the stone placement is really nice. Big stone. You know, it's got the 5 stones. And they're really nicely placed. And I think the flow of the wood is good. Maybe it would be nice. I don't know what they would do over in this right side to make me feel better, but Brandon, do you really have to share that? I do think it looks nice, though. I do think it looks nice. Lots of people are saying 29, 30. Well, a couple of fish said 29 to 30 when it grows in, but it can't grow in. This is what it looks like. I don't think I'm ready to go into the 30s. Maybe if we have to, like, rank our number 1 and we have to come back and adjust the score. But I don't know. To me, this isn't, like, making me think 30 immediately. if I look at that one rock though, I feel dirty. Cause I just think this. If you just look at this section, it feels fantastic. It really does. It's so this whole picture here is so nice. Like if this was the whole tank. Like imagine this was the whole tank. This looks awesome. Maybe even like a little bit to the left. Like wait. Yeah, like if this was the whole tank. That's kind of nice. The background would have made it better. Yeah. Okay, everyone, enough people are saying 29. I feel like I have to say 29. Next Clash wedding in my takes in that rock. That's funny. In my takes in the rock. It is a nice rock, man. Yo, Florina put that rock in the thumbnail. Holy. Okay, what about the stocking? We got Harlequin Rasboras. We can see them. There's a good number of them. Way more fit. I feel like we got to at least give them a 9 just for putting a bunch of fish in there. No? Is that crazy? Is that... I think it's a nice fish. Like, I think it's a good contrast against what they got there. 9. Okay, Brian agrees. 9. Yeah, man. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking. Let's do a 9 for the stocking. I'm with you. Finally, you guys are being a little bit more positive. Okay, so this brings us to a total of 29 plus 9, which is 38, right? Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is our highest one, right? Yo, Sunny G, what's up? I know you're going to ask me for a free fish tank. You can have one. I'll agree with your number on the stocking. I just don't like tiny fish. Well, you're not gonna like any of the fish then. Sonny, are you still in Funk's Flow and talking in all caps now? Is that what's going on? All right, next tank. Come on. It's not quite 11. We're getting close to Steve's, and there's some things I think we'll all really like about this tank. Okay. Boom. Tank number 12. Feast your eyes. Take a look. Let's see what the initial reactions are. I'm curious. Sonny, you can weigh in on this too, man. I'll listen to your opinion. Yeah, I'm feeling generous. Sonny, you can talk in the chat. You can give your opinion. Steve said that's cryptic. Why does everyone want to tell me whose tank it is? Can we judge it first? Tell me whose it is after we give it a score. That giving that rock a run for its money. I mean, as a singular rock, I still like the other rock more. I do. Brian said I don't like the scattered rock look. The rock litter is too much. I do think they went nuts with the they filled it in every single spot. Fish Cape says I see fish. I do think that we should give him a 10 for stocking. 1, I think the fish look nice, and 2, yeah, you can see them and there's a bunch of them that. That's about all we can ask at this point, right? Bob says Brandon is a bit too much. The rock litter. Oscar says A23. If I was gonna copy any of these tanks, it would be this one. Oh, okay. Looks like a volcano went off. I really like. I think this says I really like the planting over here, like this wood arrangement. I think the background is, again, no background's killing this one a little bit, just because of how the light plays here. It's like the light is lighting up the filter. I guess I could zoom in to cut off the filter, but it's taking me out seeing the intake. I wish more people just covered the intake. I don't know. I know you want to do your vision, but if you're not gonna do a background, just figure out a way to cover up this filter. Fish Cabe says they got rid of the excessive litter. This is my favorite. How much of the litter? do you think it's like the litter in this right section? Like, you wouldn't mind it if it was like filled in over here, or is it literally just they did kind of fill in every single piece? It's like it's almost like they took a ruler. It's like every inch I'm putting a rock. Oscar says, yeah, cover those tubes. Cover them tubes. There's an electric blue ram as a centerpiece as well. His stocking was excellent. Oh, there's a blue ram. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't see that. Yeah, we'll give the stocking a 10. I already felt like it deserved it just off the fact we could see the fish immediately. Take the litter away from the front and center. Okay. I could see that. I really like this crypt here. This looks really cool. It's a nice little texture kind of in the background thing. I think just because of the shadow from the wood, maybe, I'm just losing this whole back right corner, which is kind of unfortunate. So I do feel like this is another tank where we really can only look in this section, because like this is kind of all pretty distracting, and I feel like this gets a little shadowy. So I think I end up looking here. Could be the picture too. There was a lot of people looking at the tanks and stuff, so it's kind of hard to get pictures when I went. But yeah, I don't know. I like this tank. What's up, JP Jeffries? How's it going? Good evening. Good evening. I like it. Do I like it as much as the last one? I think I would like it more when even Nick thinks there's too many rocks. I think I would like it more if there was like just a little less. If the rocks weren't literally littered like everywhere. How do you feel about like 26? Is that too high, too low? Did they not have option for backgrounds? I don't really know if they had an option for backgrounds or not, because a couple tanks had backgrounds, but most didn't. I do like the scattered rocks in the foreground. Yeah, I think it's just, yeah. 25 aesthetic, Brian says. What do you guys think? 25 to 27 is the range I'm thinking. I'll just pick whatever's closest to. I know Oscar's already said 23. I don't think it's 20. I don't think it's that low. I think it's like 24, somewhere 24 to 27 for aesthetic, and then the stocking we'll give it 10. 25. All right, let's do 25. We'll do 10. And the stocking really helps. It adds up. So we got, this one's got 35. Not bad. Not bad. And so far, the tanks have been in order. So next could be the people's choice. Okay, Ani K said 25 S10. Yep, that's what we're going with. So 35 points in general. Very nice looking tank, I think. And I really like the stocking. And this whole arrangement here is super nice and well done. I think just this back, for me, it's the litter, and then this back corner just gets lost for me personally. But again, way better than any tank I have. Beto says 31 for aesthetic. Yeah, but this is Beto's favorite one. What's up, Barbara? How's it going? How is it going? We're just about to get to, I think it's going to be tank number 11. Steve, sorry if I took a bad picture of your tank. We're not going to take any mercy on it just because it's Steve's tank. Okay. There will not be any mercy. And I do actually like this tank. When me and Jessica were looking, Jessica actually voted for me. So I actually didn't vote, so plausible deniability. I'm not going to say what she voted for. I'm not. But I will say that this was immediately one of her favorite tanks. I didn't even know Steve had done it. So, feast your eyes. Tank number 11, the people's choice. And notice one very critical thing that immediately makes this tank, in my opinion, better than all the ones we looked at. It's got a background. I think it makes a big difference. Wireless Maven says that's a cool tank. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What fish are those? These, I believe, are longfin glodanios. Brian said that tank sucks. You've just been waiting. You were waiting to hate. You were waiting to hate. Oh wait, let me reset the stats. Let me reset the stats. What are your initial reactions, you guys? Come on. Did Steve have a secret supply of the plants? What the world? No, they all had access to the same stuff, and it was like first come, first serve. Like they got tables of supplies. Yeah, Steve, did everyone have the ability to do a background? Why did only a couple people do backgrounds? Fishko said, I need to put backgrounds on my takes. You do. You really do. Keep forgetting Maven's a dinosaur because it keeps saying roar. I'm like, all right, a dinosaur. It's crazy we got dinosaurs. Fishcapades is feasting. The Bucephandras and Crypt's toughest plants in the game. Did he beat up everyone for the most plants? Yeah, Steve has used a lot. This is a lot more plants than anyone so far. And like I like the choices. Like this is this is Vietnam. Like great, you get the planet before it melts away and dies. Like perfect. How could you forget? I'm sure I didn't forget. I literally just proved that I remembered. Bob said plant choice rocks. I can't think of a way to improve it. Okay, don't glaze just because of Steve. Steve said it was up to individual scapers, and luckily Skittle Puke let me use his leftover. What's up? Wow, I can't believe so many people did not use a background. That's a big fumble. I'll say the stocking, like I almost want to give it an 11 out of 10. Although using genetically modified fish, like it kind of feels cheating, but like they're really nice. They stand out. I like the rocks. You know, we got some front to back action. He's doing the low in the middle thing. Some people like that kind of like circular feeling to it. Oh, Fishcape said I'm a fan of everything but the stocking. I mean, I don't like glowfish that much, but like they do have an effect here. Like I just think they're an effective fish right here, just by the fact that they glow. Bob said 33. Come on, man. Is that a 32 for the aesthetic? I really like this pocket here. I like the crumble, the rock crumble with the Vietnam. Maven said, I think a really pretty volcanum killifish would be great. Yeah, I agree. They do stand out against the background. Talking about the glowfish. Yeah. Yep. We got some Pustagamen, however you say it. This is the octopus. Here on the left, I think that's kind of interesting. We got this moss all along, going from left to right to the back corner, which I think I really like it. The wood is like, this is a really interesting wood arrangement. It almost looks like it's twisted, like it does look like it kind of fell there. You know what I mean? Like this is like a bundle of sticks from a fallen tree. He's not planting anything in like a big bunch that I can tell, obviously. This maybe was planted that way, but we can't see the bottom of it, so it doesn't matter. We got the Anubias planted up high, but we're not seeing the roots hanging down weird anywhere. And yeah, the Buse is nice and wavy. Pogo Dassen. Okay. Bob Bravo said that same moss. Beto says 9 for stock. Okay. Aesthetic 30. Okay, people, I'm seeing 31 first. Yeah, pick your aesthetic. Okay, we're seeing 30s, 31. Stock at 10. I'm watching on my phone, so the picture doesn't let me see it very well. I'm house sitting, so I have a big screen on YouTube. Yeah, it is hard. I mean, if you can tilt your, do the widescreen view, it's a little bit better. But yeah, it is hard. Nick and Steve scaping collab soon. I don't have much to add to that. Steve's the scaper. I saw him do the competition last year too. Steve says Christmas moss? Really? Really? No, it's looking good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm like between 30 and 31. I do really like this tank. I think the stocking is a 10 personally. I think the glowfish thing is controversial. I think just by the fact that so many fish so far haven't had any effect, like I noticed the fish immediately. Fish Cafe said, I can't get on board with the stocking. I see what you're saying, but I feel like you could get a similar effect with anything neon or electric in the title. Could be wrong. No, I think personally I feel the way that you do as well. But just stuff like, okay, it's the job of the fish to draw attention, and does it like add to the vibe of the tank? And I feel they add a kind of ethereal, like this is like some kind of fairy fish in this wonderland thing. Like to me, it adds to the vibe. So that's why I feel like is a 10. But I don't like low fish. Steve, you said you could see the fish from 40 feet away. I mean, I would hope so after all that genetic engineering. Barbara said, I definitely like the dark wood hardscape. Bob said, I don't usually like glowfish, but these are nice. Yeah, Barbara, I think the wood here is, I think, my favorite part, where it doesn't even like necessarily look intentionally placed. Like you look at it, you're kind of like, how do you place it like this? Because like the way it's twisted, it's just like hard to follow. So I think it's nice. That's not your average glowfish, Bob said. All right. I'm put your aesthetic in there between 30 and 31. What do you guys think? Aesthetic 35, stocking 25. Aesthetic at 32 and 10. Stocking at 10. Me too. The wood is my favorite. Yeah, the wood is really nice. Really nice. The glow light Daniel is the exception. 31 easy, Maven says. Everyone's being nice because it's Steve. All right. I'll do 31. That means the 32 is going to have to beat Steve. Well, that means Steve gets a 41 out of 42. Now, before we move on, what do you guys think could have been changed so it is a perfect 32 for the aesthetic? What do you guys think? I mean, if we're not being super nitpicky. Steve said Don did the wood. Oh, did a fantastic job. That's really nice. That's the best part. I would say, like, technically, some of this stuff, the pogo here, I feel like maybe it's like leans a little messy. Maybe whatever this is here could be tightened up. If I could just kind of try to think of something, you know. But I mean, dude, you put the background, you can't see the hang on back. I like there really isn't too much to complain about, honestly. That's a really nice tank. Fish Cafe's a different stocking. I'll die on this hill. Okay, I don't know, Steve. I'm okay with his feelings. I'm with you in spirit, Fish Capades. I'm with you in spirit. I'm trying to attach my personal feelings about the fish. Visually, I think they just gotta peel. They gotta peel. Adding the volcanum would have been perfect. Hey, killifish as a... I think the Procatopus could be an aquascape fish, man. All right, here we go. Number 10. Number 10 coming in. Are you guys absolutely ready? We finally reached a number that everyone in the chat can probably count to, since we both, we got the fingers to rely on for that. So number 10 coming in 3, 2, 1. Yeah. I like the color and texture of the moss on the diagonal, but I feel it's too centered. I think I like it more off to one side. Okay. I did feel like the moss, I couldn't tell if there was something about it that I thought could be different, or what if we're missing a finger? That's why I said I think everyone in the chat probably, since you're all typing, and no one's mentioned like lots of people in this chat, they want a free fish tank, so like I feel like it would have come up like, I lost my fingers. I just all my life I've just wanted a free fish tank. It's just so hard with that. You know what I mean? It would be a great angle for getting a free fish tank. See, so most killifish are just hide or blend in. That's why I need the schooling ones, Steve. That's why I need the schooling ones. That's what I'm saying. Procatopus. All right. What do we think? We finally got rid of Steve's crusty old tank. We can look at a real tank now. Sure, so none of my killers for Steve, especially my Northobronchius and the Aphistemian Splendor are always out. Saying Cheese said, can I get a free timeout? Got him. I'm just trolling Sunny G at this point. I'm just trolling. I give it a 10-second timeout. I'll just mess with you. Free fish day like free hat. What tank number is this? This is 10. I'll be honest. I really like this tank. You know it's the rocks. But I also like this, what is this? The something Hellerai or whatever? I like these little bushes. I do. Free tanks, where's Ben? I got you, Sonny. I got you. The moss in the middle is weird. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Is this Java moss? Or is it Christmas? It looks like Java moss to me because it's so stringy looking, but Maven says A29 S6. That was quick. Maybe 30. Oh. Is this the just popping in currently seeing my cousin's? Yeah, Hellfry. There we go. That one looks really cool. I want that one. S10 for the neons. I don't know, man. Last time you said they were neons, they're actually cardinals. So like, now it just feels like you're just hitting repeat now that you finally can get it right. Looks like a blob in the middle. Yeah, the moss isn't doing too much for me. I mean, it's not the worst, but how the lights are working out, and also it's partially how I'm taking the photos, probably, because maybe it's a little underexposed. But, it's a little bit of a spotlight effect. So, like, whatever's here, we're going to really see, just like we see this rock and this plant, whatever's not in the shadows. A lot of people have the wood hanging over, so it does create kind of these darker regions with the lighter regions really standing out. So maybe the moss wouldn't look so much like a blob if it was just like not so lit compared to everything else around it, because when I look at it, it doesn't really look that bad, but as a highlight, maybe not as much. Like this moss thing, this one looks not the best. This does look like it's an infection. He had 29 neons in there. Hard to believe it's 29. Pooja said, nice tank. Hope you're having fun at the wedding. Pooja said, definitely will be rewatching on the stream on a 5-hour flight back to San Fran. Oh, damn. We'll try and make it entertaining for you. Bent Back Neon was a great movie. What? I do like how the moss right in the middle of that. I do like the moss in the middle of that black void. Okay, so you do like the moss. I like the plants here on the rock. I do think some people are trying to do the effect with the roots, right? Like roots coming down and stuff. But for some reason, it seems like these roots, it doesn't feel like you can kind of tell it's not real. I don't know why. This back left corner to me is immaculate. I love how the rock stands out, takes the light. Don't know what this plant is. Maybe some kind of crypt. It looks really nice back here, just as a background plant. And then I really like the way the Anubias leaves are laying here. Like this whole section is really nice to me, pleasing to the eyes. I like this crypt up here, though it definitely looks like it was just planted. But what are you gonna do about that? Fish Capade said this one's good at drawing the eye. I agree. Maven said it doesn't feel organic. Nick is missing black worms, Jeff says. Come on, dog. I like the larger leaves against the rougher holes in the rock. Yep. Ani K likes the roots. Okay, you like the roots? I think they grow on me. I think a lot of these tanks, it's like we got to remember they didn't have time to let them grow. So maybe you just need to give some of those things a little grace. So maybe I do like the roots. I take it back. Okay, I do think the moss, some of these moss clumps, it's kind of like, it kind of looks like a bird nest, like some bird came and put that here. So maybe it's like more natural actually. But it doesn't look like the moss is growing there, I guess is my point of saying that. Seeing these tanks to give me the urge to start a new tank, I agree. All my tanks are so hideous compared to all these tanks, and it kind of makes me feel bad. Barbara said I just want white sand instead of orange/beige sand. Sunny said I do like Series Stone. Yeah, I mean it's popular for a reason. It does look really nice. It does look really nice. They do have a background. I do think this would look a lot worse with a background. I think we'll find that a lot of the tanks we're ranking the highest all are gonna have backgrounds. It just really helps. Moss usually needs time to look good. Speaking of grace, okay, you got me, Playboy, you got me. My bad. Okay. What do we think on aesthetic? What do we think? The balance of the rocks is nice. I agree. This is really nice. I got new plants too, and found a really nice wood pieces and rocks. Plus, I got empty tanks. I think I know what I'm gonna try and do tomorrow. Man, I hope someone puts some hardscape in the auction. I need some hardscape, real bad. I'm feeling a 30 or 29. What do you guys think? For stocking, I feel like we should just give it a 10. We can see the fish. There's lots of them. Oh my goodness, there's neons. Come on, you guys all love neon Tetris. You just love the basic fish. 31s because I put it right up there with Steve's. The wood on Steve's is too good. I can't make it the same as Steve's. The wood on Steve's alone is gonna be something has to do with, like, the rock work on this is really nice, but the wood on Steve's, and he didn't even do the wood, so that's why it was good. But it was just, I thought it was so good. Dude, check the small animal section of the pet store. It's the same wood pieces, but half the price. No, 100%. No, you're right. Well, I'm supposed to be starting a 50-gallon soon, and honestly, I'm half delaying just because I'm so intimidated on trying to escape that. A couple of fish is supposed to help me do it live on stream, but honestly, I am pretty nervous about it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a good scaper. One of my favorite pieces was supposed to be a perch for a bird. Wow. It really shows how long that moss was growing on the wood in the jungle tank in the other Aquascape contest a few weeks ago. Yeah, seriously. Okay, I say 30. A lot of people saying 30, 31. I'll do 30 and the 10. And then this is going to make it a 40-point tank. So Steve, not yet dethroned. 40 points. 40 points. Let your viewers tell you where to put things. That's what I do on my streams. That are good streams. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have help. I don't trust all you to tell me what to do. Come on. We'll be there to judge you live, Nick. There's no possible way it could go wrong. You're just gonna tell me to put black worms in it. I ain't trying to do all that, man. I'm trying to let my tanks look nice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ah. Oh my gosh, bro. I can't stop yawning. What's wrong with me? Okay. Holy. I'm gonna drink my tea. Okay. Next tank. Number 9. The tanks keep going. They keep getting better and better as we go. Ever since we left Big Steve's tank, suddenly they all look nice. There's got a video recommended to me about a 13,000 gallon reef tank. Got me sweating. How much sleep did you got last night? I got a decent amount of sleep. See, that's the thing. If I went to the hotel tonight, which I, like, part of me kind of regrets, but, like, I had to go and do, like, all this shit, so, like, I really didn't have a choice. But I definitely would have stayed up late. I would have. And my sleep schedule is very delicate right now. You know? And I actually got a decent amount of sleep last night. And I was very tired this morning. Still. So, this is like that. I keep getting sick, so I'm trying not to get sick, basically. This is like that other tank, but better. Oh, the other one-sided left to right tank. Yanni Anderson. My name is Yanni Anderson. There was a lot of nice tanks. Yeah. There's a lot of nice tanks. You guys are saying 30 already? Okay, I need to drink my tea so I don't yawn again. But this one I could drag down from stocking because I don't see fish yet. Wait. I see the fish. Looks like Pseudomagil luminatus, maybe? But like, or rice? No, it's gotta be luminatus because that blue laser, right? But it kind of looks like all females or something. Like, where's the finnage? I don't know. This is my favorite tank, Perfect Zora. You said those are rice fish? I thought they were rice fish, but it's got like that little blue. Oh, maybe it's just the lighting. That would make more sense. Okay. Then we got the rice fish. Yeah, rice fish as an aquascape choice. Nick, I recommend scaping a tank based on ChatGPT guidance. Maybe we'll do that for the hiker tank. Needs it for stocking in my own, but my favorite yet. 31 out of 32 because I'm mean. I mean, so this is nice. I like this arrangement in general. I think this is a tasteful use of red. Like there's a little bit of red in there with this other dark green. So it's like a nice little color transition from like the light green to the red and the kind of brown into the wood. Like that's nice. I kind of wish there was a hint of that elsewhere. We got the grass coming out here, and there's an open space, but it's like not too much. I think that one earlier left to right, there's too much. Here the wood kind of goes out into the left corner, and our eyes, we kind of got like this patch, but it's not like huge. And again, this has a black background, which also I think is making a big difference here. Also, this is like kind of a random plant up here. It's kind of random. Steve said they're Pseudomagil pascae. I did see people saying that they're Pseudomagil pascae at the place, but I didn't know if it was real pascae or not. But maybe Luminatus just looks way better because, man, where's the fins? I like the grass at the bottom and the direction of the branches. Yeah, the branches are really nice. I still like the wood on number 11 the most. I like these bunches. Again, grace because they're all planted. These do definitely look like they were just placed, kind of a thing. So like, it takes me out a little bit. The grass, I like grass against the rock and stuff. Man, what do we give this? 31 to 7. 7 stocking. The empty space on the left is the balance, the busy part on the right. Yeah, I think the empty space on the left is working for me. Man, I'm feeling. I feel like I don't like it as much as this one. I feel like I don't like it as much as this one. Well, I like it way more than this one, and I like it more than this one. I just feel like I feel like the aesthetic is 29 to me. All right, I can't keep my eyes open. Good night, y'all. Good night, Brighton. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I can't see the fish in an option on that part. The fish are up here. They're just like only in the shadows. They're Pseudomagil pascae apparently. It's a cool choice, but I'm not really seeing them. I could see 29. The hardscape is doing more than the plants. You're outvoted 31 or 33. 30 to 8. You know what? Okay, I'll do 30 because we're gonna dock them on the stocking a bit. I'm giving the stockings. It's a cool fish, but I'm gonna stock it at 6. Okay. 36. 36. That's what I say. Wait, did I just do the math right? Yeah, I did. Bro, I'm tired. I'm not tired. I'm wide awake. All right. Let's do one more tank. There's a couple more, but let's just do one more. Actually, we've kind of done most of them. This one is interesting though. Some Florina will pick you right up. Say what you will about glowfish, but at least we could see them. That's what I'm saying. Math is for quitters. Yeah, the stocking for me is low, but the picture timing was bad. I think the picture timing was bad, but like the fish are clearly hanging out at the top and in the shadows. So I think that the timing was bad, but like I think the fish are, at least at that time, like it doesn't look like they're really going anywhere in the light. And I think this wood must be a little bit out, into the light, and there's a decent amount of space behind it too. I don't know. But look, we can only judge what we see. We can only judge. Also, I don't think they're schooling together super well. Yellow shrimp would have been cool. Yeah, I wish Aquascaping people did more shrimp. I think they're kind of fun. All right, here's our last tank of the night. Okay, feast your eyes. It's now on your screen. And I think that this is a good one. There's a lot of things going on with this one. There's a lot of things going on for us to take a look at. Bold choice of Anubias dominance. Yeah, that's a good point. It does make me think, like, man, would some tanks look better if I just limit the amount of plant species to like 3 and just focus? On the case, I like this one. Better says everyone using the same type of light. I believe so. It should all be the same light and filter. Now, what's interesting is this person did a white background, which I actually like how it looks. And this one, I actually do believe they did the filter on the side, because you do kind of not see it as much since the intake is clear on this. And yeah, so I think that was a good choice. Some of them we've seen lots like them, but they did really well. This one looks like its own thing. Yeah, I think one thing that stands out is they did a pile of rocks really high on one side. Like a lot of people did like wood from left to right. So this is almost like rocks going in the direction. And then they really did the fine leaf thing in the background with the bigger leaves in front thing. And I like the red in the back. It's really nice with the big Anubias leaves in front. For some reason, the rocks on the right feel a bit like ruins of a broken statue overgrown by plants, Barbara said. Yeah, I really like the cracks here. So I don't know if they actually glued together some rocks to make this, or if there's just a rock that had this crack in it or not. But they kind of kept the crack theme, because it's got the wood going through down here, like it's, a root growing through the cracks of the rock. I think is really nice. And since it's using the Anubias, it kind of fits. It kind of seems like the Anubias is the plant that is growing these sticks through the rock. It's different. I give them a 10 for unique. Crack rock. Somewhat. And look, this is a kind of a path to the side, like we wanted earlier. So I think that's kind of nice. We got a path to the side, and I like this like kind of crack down here. I like. Okay, so we do got cardinals here. Kind of nice. I do kind of not like. I don't like this wood. How it's how they broke it here. It does like take me out as a little bit unnatural. Like I guess you could say like, oh, maybe the branch just got snapped off and just fell into the water or something, but I think maybe it's just the color that throws me off. And kind of the same here a little bit, but that's just small personal opinion stuff. I don't really have too much to say. This is a very nice tank. This is a very nice tank. I think it's at least a 30 for me, aesthetic wise. Is that crazy? Cracks and crevices in Pandagara. Wait, Pandagara. I just wonder if the blank space is bothersome. I'd like to see some very subtle, like the roots or float or something. That's a good point. We haven't seen anyone use the floaters and stuff, so I don't know if they had them. But yeah, there's a lot of above empty space here, and some of the other ones they'll have empty space on like one side, but usually the wood kind of extends over there. Scape 11 is my fetish. Yo, Stephen P. He only wants the people's choice. Oh my gosh. Don't give Big Steve a big head, man. But I was saying 31. Okay, I'm seeing 31 and 9, 31 and 8. We gave the Cardinals. Well, I guess I gave the Cardinals 10. Why are we saying stocking is not 10 this time? Steven said, I appreciate a good crack. Wow. The truth comes out. This is all you gotta do to win competitions. Just show a little crack. Florina's got the right idea, man. The right idea. Holy. Holy. Wait, I found another tank that we haven't done. The people matter more than the rules? Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of 31s. I could do 31 if we're subtracting from the stocking. If you guys really feel that way. It's like, it's 31 and 8 reasonable? A total of 39? Like, is that what we're doing here? It's a really nice tank. I do think there's a lot of empty space, like Sabarika said. You gotta wear those crevices on your sleeve. Steven got my back, Steve said. I think you got your crack, but that's another story. All right, no, I'm with it. I'm with it. 31 with the 8 stocking, 39. I mean, this is a very nice tank, so. And 8 with Cardinals, blasphemy. I know, for some reason, people don't, if there's that much open space, I feel like fish should have been a more upper water fish, maybe pencil fish. Okay, that's a fair point. 39 agreed. Okay. Is this what won? I don't know what won. I know Steve won the people's choice. After this next tank, I'll look at the one that won. So let's just do his next tank real quick, because this is the last one I think we haven't done a picture of. Number 3. Okay. And yeah, feast your eyes on that. Toonie Loon said this was the winner. Wait, which one was the winner? The one that we just looked at? I could see that one being the winner. It's got some aquascaping stuff. Like, again, the broad leaves in the front with the finer leaves in the back. Like, it's got some classic aquascaping stuff to it. So I could see that. I could definitely see that. But what are we seeing here? What do you guys think? And I'll look at the Facebook to see what the winner was. Oh, the previous one was the winner, actually? Okay. That makes sense to me. That actually makes sense. I heard someone said some of the lights were turned off. I wonder if this is the case. It's dark. I think this one's a little dark because of me, how I took the photo. I should probably brighten it. So some of the stuff like through OBS like looks a little darker for some reason. Yeah, they're rude. What can I say? but there were like lights in part of the room off, like that were darker than others. So the stocking, I think these are like the Kubutai or whatever. What is that, Rasbora? Little green guys. I think they're a pretty common one. 28, this one's nice, but some of the others have been really amazing. Some of the first ones maybe would have gotten lower if I seen these. Yeah, I mean the last one, I get, if this is the winner, then that makes sense to me. And it makes sense that like Steve could be the people's choice, because I think this is a very like very warm, homey. He's got the fish, the fish to really stand out, and I could see the judges being like, no, we want Cardinal Tetris to win. We need a real aquascaping fish. This tank looks like my attempt at replicating the others. Yeah, I think this tank has a lot of good things to it. I agree. Like, it's nice, but I feel like we've kind of looked at better versions of it. Maybe some more plants than the last one. Yeah, they definitely went bold with like the just Anubias. Yeah, Steve looks like what we all imagine we're going to make. I think Steve's tank looks the most like one that you would want to like have in your house and like maintain and stuff. And then this one looks like, this is like an art piece, museum installation, very sterile looking type thing. Yeah, Bob agrees. Yeah, Steve, that's why it's the people's choice. Don't laugh at me. There's nothing like someone who's like half asleep laughing at you. It just feels more offensive. Like, go back to sleep. I'm feeling a 28 on aesthetic, maybe. The vibe would be cool in the last one. They used some mosses, I think. So, okay. Where would we put mosses here, though? That's my thing. Maybe to cover up this little crack. The scape that you want to keep looking at is what should win. Oh, interesting. I mean, I don't have a problem with this one winning. It does feel very cold. Oh, sorry, with the dark take. Okay. The dark take. Yeah, some mosses could be nice. Wasn't there one take a few years ago that had just glass rectangles to get out of the water? Interesting. I don't know. Let me see which one. If they posted which one won. Let me see. Steven with the wisdom. Yeah. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that you could come through the wisdom? I expect better than all these 3 bricks and a Java fern and a 5-gallon Pygmy Cory Lee's Killis sparkling Karami. Man, that sounds horrifying. Bricks? Wait a second. What one won? I'm trying to figure out which tank won. Hold up. I like the wood in this, but I want one larger, tall plant. Not sure why I want it, though. I mean, it's kind of a plant back there that's kind of tall. I do like the wood is pretty cool. I wonder how long... Is it stuck there with this? It kind of looks kind of precarious. I feel like it could fall. I don't know how I feel about this. Is that Pearlweed? Or is that Baby Tear? Oh my god, I'm asleep. I'm seeing things. I'm literally seeing things that aren't there. Yeah, what? It looks like a skateway where someone knows the rules and plays it safe, like someone who wears nose plugs in the shower. Yo, who the hell wears nose plugs in the shower? That's actually like... That's like... You go outside and you wear like... safety padding and stuff. Like you're just afraid of even bumping into anything. No, I can't support that. Nose plugs in the shower. Might just go ahead and wear goggles next. Jeez. The wood has a lot of texture. I want plants with less texture. Swords maybe. Okay. Toonie Loon said, "Not the nose plugs in the shower." Severika said, "That's not safety. That's an anxiety disorder." Like Bob said, like someone who wears an umbrella when they go to bed carries a. Steven said carries an umbrella for a stroll in the sun. Now hold up, sun like exposure is serious. If you don't, you should wear suntan lotion every time you go outside. Legitimately, you know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. The umbrella one is the most legitimate out of all of that. He's a way more experienced scaper. Okay. Wait, Steve, can you confirm? Did this one, is it this one the one that won, number 7? Plug it up. Plug it up. Plug it up. I mean, we haven't even looked at my favorite Aquascaper yet, and it wasn't in this competition. I prefer large floppy hats. I mean, that's more stylish for sure. Not everyone can pull off large floppy hats though, so maybe the umbrella is the only option. These are the kind of things you have to consider. Okay. You got to consider these things. Not everyone is the same. Number 7 is the winner? Okay. That makes sense. I mean, guys, this seemed like a strong competition, honestly. Like, when I saw Big Steve was in it, I was like, man, they let anyone in this competition? But then he actually made a nice tank, the people's choice. And I'll be honest, I think did you vote for number 7? Jessica? She's asleep. I bet he carries a candle when he goes potty at night. I mean, I turn my phone flashlight on sometimes. He didn't even stick around to get his award? Okay, that's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up. That is kind of messed up. I'm not gonna lie. Shit. All right. That's the aquascaping competition. We can go a few places from here. It's kind of up to you guys. So I can try and show some photos from the booths or like fish I bought or something. I can talk about. Well, there's not really too much to talk about judging the Killis, so it's kind of short. House shoes with headlights. House shoes with headlights is maybe a good idea, but I feel like they need some kind of hands-free activation. Like can you click together your feet and then they turn on? So I did get fish. I'm gonna get most of my fish in the auction tomorrow, maybe. Oh, we can go over the auction preview for tomorrow as well. Nick, just aim to your water. Actually, I prefer to pee while sitting down. I like peeing in comfort. And on my phone, you know? We cool. Look at 11. That's a nice one. Oh, Steve. Oh, Steve. You guys should get to take these takes home. Nick is civilized. That's what I'm saying. We've ascended. Okay, that's what they call it, a throne for a reason. You're supposed to sit on it. Pause. I'm cracking myself up, man. Oh, I'm a hoot. I don't know if I've ever used the word hoot before, really, until that moment. And I'm just like, am I really this kind of person? Like, is this who I want to be? Someone that says hoot? No. I gotta turn back. I've got to turn back. I've got to change now. Steve said we do take them home? Wait, you really get to take the takes home? So if you enter the aquascaping competition, you just get a free sick-ass tank? Can I have your tank? You don't know where to put it. Come on. No way. I want to enter the aquascaping competition. What the hell? Can I get a free fish tank? Come on. Can I get a free... Amen in the chat. Come on. Can I get a free fish tank? Help a flip out, man. All right. Let's see. I've worked for 3 different dudes that claimed they sit when they wee. Never had a clue that was a thing. Hey, man. It's the finer things in life. Ben just needs to enter aquascaping. I don't think we looked at this one. I'm not gonna go through judging it because my brain. I'm gonna let you guys judge it. Let me see what you guys say. Fist dicks? What are you talking about, Ross? Bob, watch it. Bob says, "Watch out, Ben will evolve to be a master fish scaper." It's a $200 free stake. Wait, what do you get if you win? $200 to enter? This is a great. This is Facebook Marketplace. They'd ask for $400 before, like you. This is like the kind of listing you'd see like fish tank and stand and light complete package $400 and it's like 18 weeks listed, and you just message them like, hey, you take 100, and they'll be like, yes, please come get it. Not bad. You get the tank and the scape. Well, if you get the scaping materials, then I think that you should just load up your tank with as much shit as possible. Then, like, make this small ass tank something you can't even lift on your own with no water in it. Sabrika said, I don't know how competitions work, but it would be sick after judging if Aquarius doesn't want to take it home, they auction off so someone else can enjoy. I agree. I think that Steve should auction off to the chat. I'll do a starting bid of $350. Really? Yeah, makes sense. Everyone would enter for free take. I want a free fish tank, damn it. They did give a kid a tank, and I'm just like, yo, why give the kids a tank? Give me a tank. The escape contest was 100 last year, and people just entered to get the stuff, and some dude this year thought he was a celebrity. That's hilarious. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Fathom, he's kind of a celebrity. That was my first fish celebrity I've met. I mean, Fathom Aquatics, guys, you need to follow him now. He might even not even respond in chat, man. Vibes too. Anyone that's got the Fish Fam link lanyard on, I feel like they all kind of seem like celebrities to me. It's the glitter. Just got here, free fish tanks where? Thought he deserved free airfare and hotel. Wow. Wow. That's exactly what happens, Sabrika. If we don't take it, it goes to the auction. Wait, Toony Loon, which one was yours? Were you in this? Dang, Loch Ness Monster. I like this one. I like the archway. It's nice. How do you guys feel about when the stuff comes out of the tank? What about people who created the Fish Fam link lanyard? I mean, like, when do the people that create things behind the scenes ever get any credit? Come on. Well, let's be real. Get over it. Nerd. No, I want to see the people with the... Toony Loon said 11 with Big Steve. Damn, man, you killed it on the... We were talking about the wood for a minute, man. You killed it. This is what made the whole thing. This wood pile here. I still don't even understand how it goes together, but it looks perfect. Okay, wait. Let me go back. Barbara was saying, I like the arch, but the two dead tree stumps looking wood is a little odd. Okay, that kind of answers what I asked about the stuff going out the water. Kind of looks like hands. Okay, so you just don't like the bottom. The branches are not convincing you as roots. I see. Yeah. I guess. I mean, aren't there trees that kind of grow like that, though, that look kind of weird? But, I mean, I definitely see. I see where you're coming from. Sabrika said, I'd gladly pay $200 if it meant I got a tank and all the hardscape / plants to stock. I've easily spent twice that on a small nano setup. Yeah. I don't think it's the worst. I mean, especially if I get to be a celebrity. Come on. Come on, bro. In my tanks. Aquascape. I mean, you saw me compete against SPC Live at Elite Menagerie Habitats. So I did terrible, but shit, free fish tank. Mangrove grows like that, Ani K, it says. Sandy or something. I mean, this isn't a mangrove, I assume, but I see what they're going for. Just plants and stocking can go 200 depending. I mean, especially if you kill everything over and over again. By the time you get to work. Shit. I don't even want to think about it. I'm thinking about it right now, though. God damn it. Oh, maybe that's what they were going for. I haven't really seen mangroves. Yeah, I think so. So I bought. Okay, I'm just gonna cut to the chase on the purchasing. So I was walking around, and I guess this is like a day 2 wrap up kind of thing too. But here's my thing. Now, I feel like I did not look at everything the most carefully. So it's not like I saw everything in the room. I mean, I walked around the room a lot. But you guys know my attention to detail. It varies. Okay? My attention to detail varies. And I do miss things. There were some cool fish. There's a lot of cool fish. But I'm walking around and like it just wasn't like there wasn't the thing that was like, oh my god, I have to get that fish. And I'm just putting up a picture of Small World of Crocs booths real quick. There's cypress and swamp squirrel like that too. So Brick said, for my heart scrape brings all the fish to the tank. Damn right, it's better than us. I teach you, but I have to charge. And then you meant to say yours. Yeah, now you made me look like an idiot. No. But there's some like cool fish, like Small World. They had like some Lake Tanganykan. They breed Lake Tanganykan killifish. Really cool. It was $25 each. I thought about it, but I was like, man, I don't have a 4-foot tank. I feel like I need to get a group of them. Like it's $25 each. I don't know. I almost was kind of feeling it, but just not quite. But it was cool. It was a very cool fish to see, especially bred by someone like awesome. There's a lot of plecos. Like I just felt I got pleco fatigue by the end of it. There's a lot of plecos. There's like tables where like there's one table like it was just like one other fish and then L333 plecos. Which is very cool. It was very cool, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. Yeah, Jesse from Just One. I think Jesse from Just One More Fish. He had some of the most like varied, like some kind of interesting stuff. Like he had the red claw crabs. He had the moon crabs. Let me get a picture of the moon crabs up on the screen because I thought they were cool. They had the rope fish. Congo puffers. He had the Mabu puffer. All the African tetras. And I don't know, just it was a few more things my speed. Over there. So it's like my own personal taste. The one table there was a lot of really cool killifish. They had Elmosoma, Everglade, Gilberti, the Zonatum, with locations, so it was really cool. Fundulus, Singulatus, 3 Mile Creek. They had the Omada, 3 Mile Creek. Some really cool natives, some top minnows. There was some cool killies on that table. Fundula Panchex, Sheelite, Red Dot. They had Galaris pair. I think there were some South American annuals over there. There were Aphysium bivitanum funge and a few others. I'm just trying to remember the killifish off the top of my head because I know we got some killy people in the building. Steven said he had a big ass sturgeon. Yep. Plecos apparently make a lot of plecos. Yeah. He had some huge fish. I snagged a rope fish for him. Nice, very nice. The Zonatum 3 Mile Creek are interesting. The Zonatum looks a lot cooler. Were there a lot of Medaka? They're getting very popular. So there was at least one table with Medaka. Small World has a few Medakas, as well. The guy that had the table where he had like the tubs, the Medaka just didn't look that. They didn't get me. They weren't shiny enough to me. I'm also spoiled. Like I'm waiting for Putu's polars. I've gotten some cool Medaka off of Aquabid and stuff that have some nice lame on the top, and that's what I like. So those Medaka, they look nice, but they just weren't my personal taste. I do have a soft spot for super sparkly on top Medaka. And like daisy rice fish just don't quite do it for me. I saw some daisies. If anyone saw some other cooler rice fish, let me know. Again, I don't think I like looked the closest to everything, so I could have easily missed something. Just because I didn't see it doesn't mean it wasn't there. Excuse me. I think I need to upload a few more photos. Let me see. There was a lot of definitely a lot of plecos, a lot of cories, of course. Thought about getting some Hasbrosis or something, but I don't know. I'm focusing on the Histatus anyway. And then when I did come across something I decided I need to buy, and it was very expensive, so that kind of regulated most of my fish buying to any deals I can snag at the auction tomorrow, basically. Okay. The Steenfort did a nice tour of the Medaka layer today. He's got a lot of amazing Medaka. Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah, there's a lot of tables with like the tubs like these, where you can see that we got. Where did I go? I just realized I dragged the photo like into the stream. I'm supposed to be doing the screen share thing, and I'm just like totally fumbling. But yeah, so I like going to these to see. It's kind of interesting seeing prices, right? So we got gold lasers here, 20 each. We got super red longfin, 25. Longfin Palladius cories for 16. Banded cories as a Barbados, 30 each. Man, oh man, I gotta breed some cories. Cories and plecos, man. Lake to Land Aquatics. I did get some stuff from them. It might not be what you would expect from me. I actually got some of these shells. They had these bags of shells in this corner here for $2. I needed them for the shell dwellers I just got. And I was going to get 2 bags, but then I was late for judging. Someone's like, Nick, you're supposed to be judging. I put them down. And then when I came back later, there's only 1 bag left. I'm glad I got my 1 bag. They had these cute little mops here, $3. I wanted to buy one, but Jessica was like, bro, you make mops. Just make them. I was like, but I don't want to make mops. I never get around to making them. And it's got a cute sponge. I wanted to buy it, but I was being watched. So I bought my shells and I bought some bee pollen from them. I don't even know if I have I used I think I got bee pollen from Aquatic Arts, like in an auction or some goodie bag sometime, and I just liked how it smelled. Honestly, I don't even know like what I need it for, or I mean things seem to like eating it, but yeah, I just liked how it smelled. So, and I recognized the Lake to Land thing from YouTube somewhere in the chat, so I had to grab it. Come on, man. I had to. I feel like it'll take me a few streams to go through all the freaking Keystone Clash stuff. But long story short, I was walking around and I saw these guys. Okay. Wait, do people use bee pollen for fish stuff? Yeah. Yeah, Barbara, their lucky Medaka varieties seem to be bigger where they are. Yeah. I saw these fire-bellied newts, the blue tails, and I fell in love. They look like little dinosaurs. They're so cute. When I was very little, I had like a fired belly newt, and I feel like I need to redeem myself almost. Newt, 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 newt. I'm trying to find a better photo of them. And the guy's like showing me them. He breeds them. He says he keeps them with guppies and shrimp, and he says they eat baby snails. I'm like, oh my god, please stop talking. Like, take my money. But god, they're like $50 each, man. They're expensive. So it's kind of like I had a lot of thinking to do. But you see his little sheet. Fine and smaller sized tanks. Synops, Cynaris, blue-tailed firebelly newt can be done fully aquatic or semi-aquatic. Non-aggressive, that is a good parent. Can be done with fish and shrimp. It will eat snails that fit in his mouth. Tame and easy to care for. Fine in most temperatures, unlike most newts. Fine, smaller sized tanks will eat bloodworms, brine shrimp, tadpole, and turtle food, and much more. I'm like, what else do I need to hear? Honestly. Little Godzillas, exactly. The little dinosaurs, man. I love them. So, that's kind of my big thing for tomorrow. Sorry, that I bought. I got 4 of them. So, with that being said, I am fading. But let's just do a quick run over on the auction. It's been a lot of driving today because I drove all the way back, and then back, and then back, and then back. And that's why I didn't make it to go hang out, be social. But it's the stream, man. As long as I hit the stream, we're good. We're good. It's fine. A lot of stuff got added to the auction. I added 11 lots. Not too much. Not too much, but I added some lots. Now, here's the thing. Tomorrow is all about pistos for me, okay? I have to head out, so thanks for the education. You got education from this? It's a miracle. Well, you're welcome. Thanks for stopping by the chat. Have a good evening. Have a good evening. I'm thinking of picking up a pistos if I can. Okay? That's basically my strategy. You know, bid against me. It's fine. It's fine. I'll crash out. I'll crash out early. I was considering the swordtails, but honestly, they all get a little bit too big. The phosphorus man are really tempting though. So like, if the price is low enough on the phosphorus may at any point, maybe. Then we got these lots: 8 rainbow daughters, 8 rainbow daughters, 6 rainbow daughters. If the price is right in those, we gotta go for the rainbow daughters, right? I brought a pair to John at Mako. I got a pair for 10. I didn't really need it, but no one was bidding on it. And I do like rainbow daughters, but I also knew that John has some, and he's been looking for some more. So I just took them back, and I got some fun to a single honest 3 Mile Creek and some Rigambaki. So yeah, if the darters are the right price, yeah, we going for it. These are cool. I just got some of these, so I don't need those. This Daphnia guy, the red Daphnia Magna, he always coming through with a $10 min. We already talked about these. If these are a good one. So if the price is right on these, yes sir. Who's selling these? Was it Chris? Glenn. Okay. Glenn. Xenotoka Dodorai. I hate this fish now. I've been keeping it for a while, and I can't wait to not have it anymore. This is a mean ass fish. I'm sick of it. That's it. Official slander. Come after me, Kara's board. Come after me, live bearer people. I know it's endangered, and I think it's karma. That's what I think. Okay, I truly think it's karma. After all this time, maybe that's why they're endangered. I'm sorry. Someone had to say it. Coptodon Kate, Kara's fish. Let's go. There's a lot of Kara's people, and I love it. Now, oh, that's cool. The fins looking black there is kind of cool. I'll be honest, it's not looking like too much though. It's not looking like it's looking like it gets big. Now, it does say it eats a lot of plants. I'm like, I love to hear that, but yeah, I don't know. Now this photo looks a little bit better, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to pass. But interesting. Someone put in a bunch of wrestling half beaks, kind of cool. Seller is Brazil, so thank you to Brazil. I guess he's a bunch of individual, just one half beak. It's kind of interesting. We got some Epiplies to Getty. It's a good kind of starter killie. People seem to really like these because everyone seems to keep them around me. Oh, these are lots I put in. I put in some bladderwort, redroot floater, big bag redroot floaters, reticular halostream. I put in 6 Pseudomyco luminatus, 6 barber's fashion. There's some yellow shrimp that in there. 2 lots of 10 yellow shrimp. And I did 3 lots of 10, at least 10 aquatic isopods. I feel bad. I wish I brought more to the auction. I just didn't have time. Like, they ran back just to, like, kind of feed things, put stuff in the tanks that I bought. And then I just caught what I could in, like, 30-ish minutes. So I wish I could have brought more, but that's what we got. I had some Ameca splendens and the male optimal females and optimal. Oh, damn. Are you screen sharing? You look frozen? God damn it. Yeah. Although, honestly, there hasn't been too much to see. I'm sorry. You're supposed to be seeing all this, though. I talked about the darters. I talked about the May. I talked about these guys. This is the ones I said the price is right. Yeah. Oscar said, OMG. Yeah, thank you for that one. You know what I'm saying. 2 a.m. tings. These are my lots here. Redwood floaters, all the stuff I said. That's these. I need to put photos. I'm a scrub. I brought nothing. I at least had to bring some isopods. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, swordtails. We're dodging those. A lot of 50+ scuds. Health. Fucking no. You know what? I should get the scuds just as like biological warfare. I should dump them in someone's tank. Now, Corridors Palladius. This is interesting. Very interesting. Maybe it could be worth it. It could be. How big do these get? Come on. How big do these get? Tell me. Tell me right now. Okay, I can't even read, so it doesn't even matter. Oh no, I have those Corys. How you like them? Regular, high fin, and long fin, and albino. What the? You like have all of them? Oh no, I have some young polka dot Goodades. Chapalichthys paradellis. I hope they don't do that. Yeah, don't we all? The Kubatai Resbors. Gotta go for these if they're the right price, right? These are nice fish. So I hear. You know, they got the iridescence. They got the... I just heard a freaking snore. That's crazy. The iridescence. They got the size. They're very small. About 3/4 an inch. Yeah. We got to go for those. Blue King Tetra. 7 count. 2 lots of those. These seem... No, not those. Yeah, these were in one of the planet tanks. Are people just getting rid of the planet tank stocking? They look cool, though. Corridors Elegans. Meh. A pair of black Moscow guppies. I'll have to see them in person. Oh, 2 inches. They're my favorite Cory. I'm about to go for them. A pair of Vienna Japanese blue doubles. I don't need any more guppies or Indlers. Nope. More Blue King Tetras. Not the 2 longfin white clouds. Oh my gosh. What are these lots of 2 longfin white clouds? I know you didn't sex them. A Pistol McMaster trio. Okay, Ginga Rubra guppies, maybe, if they're nice. Who's selling them? Christopher. Okay. Rio. Oh, Cardinal Tetris 10 count. I want to breed Cardinal Tetris just to say I did it. So I'm kind of tempted to go for one of these lots of 10 cardinals, but I feel like people are going to bid them way beyond what is reasonable. Because that's kind of what happens. Okay, Epistodora Priscillius. I'm kind of Epistodora curious. So, I don't know what my upper limit on these would be, but... Probably said why? Why only 2 white clouds? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really understand. 6 corridor Schultzite. They would be cool. They're probably going to go higher than I'm willing to pay. But they're cool. These are cool. The black chins. The Girardinus metallicus. Nice little eye bear. Oh, you brought a lot of them. The quarries before. The peppered ones. Very nice. A lot of these live bears, I see them in the club auctions near me all the time. So, like, I'm just, like, desensitized. Neon Tetras. Yeah, I want to get some of the neons of the Cardinals. Just as a breeding challenge. No, I want to feed them. I want to feed them to my monster fish. Okay, I was hoping that the Sidantris Petricola, let's go. Do not need mouth brooding physicals to spot. Will spot a cave, all caps. Okay, dude, calm down. Calm down. We get it. They have the legs. Pistogramma Barley. I'm trying to pick up any cheap Pistogramma I can. You know what I'm saying? Now this looks nuts. Fire red licorice gourami. Let's go. This has been on my list. Looks absolutely crazy. P. Sumatrans. Let's find a picture that isn't like deep fried. That was crazy. That looked like it was like scanned in film or something. Yeah, the fire and ice ones are supposed to be like this. But like, come on, dude. I don't believe you. Yeah, this seems more realistic. I mean, it's still very cool either way. The licorice gourami are very pretty. Very pretty fish. Okay. This... I don't know how high people could bid this up. This is like an insane... I don't even know how this happens. 1 male, 6 female Nanochroma splendens. I want Nanochroma splendens. So, like... I'm going to bid on this, but I don't know what my upper limit would be. This is one that, like, if someone else interested in it is there, it could get kind of high. So I'm scared. But, like, I'd be interested. Those are stunning. Yeah, the Splendens are really nice. I had a pair and I lost. So, pretty sad. Pearl Scale Angelfish pair. I just don't like... I don't like how the big white ones look. They look kind of sickly to me. Like, it's just a coloration. There's something, like, fleshy about them. Electro Blue Cars. I already got some of those. Epistemium Australia Orange. Very pretty killifish. Can never have too many of those. If no one's bidding on them, I'll add them to my group. I could always use more. Pygmy Swords. I kind of wish I had some Pygmy Swords, actually. I don't know why. I kind of like them. It's just like I like least killifish. I don't know. There's something wrong with me, I guess. 4-spot Merry Widows. Kind of a cool little eye bearer. That might be... Some of these are things I might bid on just to get the price higher. I need to get people spending some money. Okay. Epistogramma, I guess, yeah. Ellen Kerr. I like that one a lot. I want it. Epistogramma Norberti. I gotta look that up. I don't even know what that is. Oh, right. We talked about this with Johnny the other day. Yeah. This is... Yeah, everyone should bid on this one. This is the one you want. Yep. Bid on that one. I want that one the most. Come on. Bid that one up all the way. Use all your money on it. Moving along. Don't even question. Don't even question. What is this? Emetitolania myrnae? Topaz cichlid. A small Central American cichlid that breeds in burrows or otherwise sheltered places. Ew. How small? 7 centimeters. Okay. It's not bad. Not bad. I'll have to see it in person. It's kind of cool looking. I don't know. I'm getting sympathetic to the Central American cichlids. I don't know what's wrong with me. Those are stunning, yeah. Sounds like you need to take out the competition. To dinner? Okay, pair of these rainbows. This picture isn't the best. I mean, rainbow fish are pretty, man. And it's a pair. So, like, why not? Maybe. I think raising rainbow fish fry is going to be a pain in the ass, judging from how small these Kalitawa are. And I think I probably lost some just going to this event. We got this purple bamboo. We got this rare Rotala mexicana Goyas. We need a rare check. Can anyone tell me how rare this is? Santa Maria and Lawyer Trio. I do like how those look. X-Ray Tetra. I just like the name. Diamond Tetras. I like Diamond Tetras a lot. Plecos. Endless. Green Tetra. Neon Tetra. Mickey Mouse Planet. Okay. We're kind of reaching. Okay, we got gold cores. We got story. Okay, we're reaching to where we were before. When we were going through here. Man, I like how this looks. Hip soft freeze Nicaraguensis fry. That's cool looking. It looks like it gets huge. Looks like it might get big as hell. Anything that's got that giant hump head, man. Yeah, male 10 inches, female 8 inches. Looks really pretty though. Rainbow Fire eyelashes. Yeah, this is a pain in the ass, man. It's a pain. I already know I probably lost all the few I had. We got some blue shrimp. We got some orange tiger. We got some 12 longfin red white clouds. Nice. This is from Wagtail. This is the long caudal fin, not the meteor fin variety. The caudal gets longer with age. This may be an undescribed species within the growing Tanthonychthyes genus. Oh my god, man. These nerds ruin everything. Now I have to think. Do I have an undescribed species? Oh my gosh. The possibilities. Neocaridina shrimp blue 8+. I like to just calling them blue and red and stuff. That's what I like to do. Don't tell me the dream, the Bloody Mary, the whatever, half you are lying or not remembering. I definitely don't remember. Just tell me what color they are. Red. All right. Hand it over. I'll take it. $2. Deal. It's been nice doing business with you. That's how I keep it. Okay, Gardener Eye, P82, Blue Dream Shrimp, Norman's Lamp Eye, Killifish Pear. Who's doing this shrimp? Larry? What's up, Larry? Fireline Danios. Okay, 3 Myers Hillstream Loaches. Those definitely are from Fish and Friends. We got 6 Vietnamese White Clouds from Fish and Friends. I might bid on those. Get some cares points. Judochromis ornatus. Okay, this Bemba one, we talked about that. Sword plants. Do I want sword plants? Maybe. Red Rubens? Red Ruben fans in the building? No? Just me? The Epiphytes Singa, I kind of like the look of. I might bid on a group of those. Honestly, no one at the, people don't seem to really know what killifish are at all. It's kind of crazy. Don't say the Bloody Mary name 3 times at Mirror at Midnight. They'll turn into Amanos. Oh, I was hoping to turn into Vampire Shrimp. Vampire Shrimp kind of seemed like that could taste good. Yeah, the Atenius Tower Eye, maybe. Okay, honestly, I need to buy some tanks at this auction. I could add some 10 gallons, and I'm going to do so. Red Wizard Liptails, I'll be banning those. I'll be banning the Simulus, maybe the Nanochromis, the Drakenfelsai, the Elosoma. I mean, Steve should make out like a bandit. He's got the best stuff in here. This is why I said I wish I could bring more. This is all Steve, I think. He's got 2 Elosoma lots, blue fins, 4 red tail. I mean, you're only supposed to have 3 of one species, so someone needs to delete all these. But yeah, Nanochromis, Pelvichromis, Similis, Red Tails. Like, come on, bro. It's just crazy. I hate this guy. Best up and coming hobbyist breeder and best breeder of Nanochromis transvestitis in the world, by the way. Okay, we got some care. We got care. We looked at these before. Thinking about the fire mouse, maybe. The raccoon tetras. Gotta give him a glance. Gotta give him a glance. I almost want to live stream the auction, honestly. And then we got all these 10 gallons and stuff. Can Nick get a free fish tank? Some idiot's gonna bid on it, and then there's like 2, 3, 4 10 gallons. All right, I gotta go to sleep, man. The auction's tomorrow. It's gonna be all day. Should I try and stream any part of the auction, or is it fine if I just we just review what things went for later? What do you think? What do you think? You tell me. I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's be real. I'm not gonna stream it. I'm lazy. There's no way. But if you're in the Discord, I'll probably live Discord talk about it. I do that from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Little live Discord. So be in the Discord in my tanks. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you'll get a free fish tank. Not if your name's Ben. But guys, I'm gonna pass out. I don't even know how I did this stream. I do. It's the love of the game. Damn, dehumidifier just turned on, man. Just enjoy yourself and be present for the auction. Bro, shut up with this great life advice. You sound very wise right now. Yeah. No, this is good. Thank you so much for I love doing the aquascaping judging with you guys. It's fun because you get to see what everyone likes, like their preferences. It's fun. So I appreciate everyone being super active and just helping me put a number on the board, do math. Doing math is hard. I'll try and do some more stuff. I wish I managed to do more streams with people this event, but listen, man, we're doing what we can. So hopefully tomorrow at the auction I'll have time to make up for lost time and hang out with some people. The people that aren't just leaving. But it's a little later in the day, so I'll get some sleep. Sheesh, the love of the game. Uh-oh. I've become part of the auction. I'm trapped. No. Wait, no. No, free in my takes. Help. 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 They got me in the auction. No. Okay, everyone. This has been Dwarf Sagittaria Plants 10 plus Bear Root in my tanks. Oh, Bob Bravo bid 1,000 for Nick. Let's go. Know your worth. Yeah. With that, it's been in my takes. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. And I'll see ya. Never let them know your next move. Why would I say when I'll see you? No, I'll see you when I see you. And not before, not after. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 hours. It doesn't matter. When I see you is the time. And this is in my tanks. Out.